The Chicago Bulls complete a 20-point comeback victory over the Memphis Grizzlies on the road. We're going to talk about everything that went into this game and more, but you know what we got to do first? We got to play that intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, man, do we got a game to talk about today. Our Chicago Bulls, despite how bad they looked in the first half of this game, being down by 20 points at one point in this game, complete a comeback victory to get a 3-point win over the Memphis Grizzlies, and they did this one as a team. Everybody played their role in helping the Bulls get back to this. The Bulls scored 55 second half points when it comes down to it. This is an amazing way to watch this team play basketball. The Bulls had 3 quarters in scoring 30 points or more, 23 in that fourth quarter. But I'm sorry, the Chicago Bulls. I'm looking at the Memphis Grizzlies. The Chicago Bulls had 3 straight quarters of scoring over 30 points in the second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. They scored 72 points in the second half of this game. Let me get my numbers correct. And big scoring nights from Zach Levine, who went 12 of 22 in this game for 30 points. Vooch had his 22 points, not double-digit rebounds. We'll talk a little bit about that. Kobe White woke up in the second half of this game as well. But the thing that overall, the stats, right? We'll get into the stats. The thing overarchingly you have to look at with this team is just the way they dug in and hustled. They did not let them being down by 20 points take them mentally out of this game. The Bulls honestly probably looked more lethargic at the beginning of this game than what they did at the end. And that shows how the players in this team can rally when they need to. And this is something that we need to unlock, how to have the effort consistently that this team is going to need to win. But all that we'll get to at some point in time. The Bulls listen, it was a tale of two halves for the Chicago Bulls. It was a big first to second half difference for the Chicago Bulls team. When you look at it, the first half of this game, the Chicago Bulls shot 43% from the field, 47% from three-point range, which was really damn good. But then second half, 46% and 46% again from three, right? The defensive aspect of it, the Bulls limited the turnovers as well, and they just got in and dug in and took care of business, man. Also, one thing with this game as well, the fast break points for the Chicago Bulls. When the Bulls were out moving, it was beautiful basketball to watch when it came down to it. They limited second chance points in the second half as well for this Memphis Grizzlies team. We actually won the second chance points battle in the second half of this game. In the first half, the Bulls had no second chance points, and the Memphis Grizzlies had 9 second chance points. When you flip that and look at the second half of this game, the Grizz still had another 9 second chance points in the second half, but the Bulls had that 11. They also scored 7 points on the fast break, 25 points coming off the bench in this game. And overall, the way that the Bulls attacked and they moved with intention in the way that they attacked, this seemed like a team that understood exactly what they needed to do to try to be in a position to win this game. And that's just not something that we've seen from this team. We've talked a lot about the adjustments or lack thereof. This Bulls team adjusted. They came out and played with a bigger intensity defensively, which led to a lot of easy points for them. But we got to give a lot of credit. I'm gonna give credit. There's 2 players on the bench I specifically want to talk about, but we got to give credit to Nikola Vucevic, because when you look in the first half of this game, Vooch was the best Bull, and I don't think that the Bulls have this comeback if it wasn't for the way that Vooch played in the first half and how he was still consistent in the second half of this game. Did he score as many points in the second half? No, but he still hit big threes, got big rebounds, assisted, right? He went from being the main scorer and saw that Kobe and Zach were coming on. Zach scored 18 points in the second half. Kobe with 15 of his points in the second half. So Nikola Vucevic is 7, but those 3 assists were important for how the way that this team moved, especially at times when Josh Giddey was sitting down and things like that. But listen, you got to give credit to everybody on court. Listen to what I say here. Everybody. For you people that are hating on Josh Giddey because of whatever reason, I don't care what it is, go and look at the actual game of basketball more than just box score. Josh Giddey is impacting the way that this Bulls team plays basketball night in and night out. plus 11 tonight with 12 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He did a little bit of everything. And oh, by the way, Josh Giddey is now shooting above 45% from three for the season. Was the glaring hole in his game. And not to say it's like turned into some huge weapon for him, but for those that were hating on his shooting, those that hate on his defense, that's still there. But Josh Giddey has turned up and steadily improved as his familiarity with this team, with this system, with these players, as those things improved. You're seeing Josh Giddey, us get that version of Josh Giddey that the Bulls traded for. And you got to give credit for that. I don't like blind hate. I love informed criticism, but blind hate, some of y'all got to stop it. And there's been a lot of blind hate to Josh Giddey, and some of y'all got to wake up because you're going to be on the wrong side of history and you're looking like you're just salty. Josh Giddey has been playing good basketball for this Chicago Bulls team. Has it been great? No. Has it been the $30 million he's requested? Not quite. But as he continues to improve, as he continues to understand how he can fit in with this new team, with these new players, it's getting better and better and better for Josh Giddey, and he's finding ways to impact this game positively. Now, let's focus on the two players. Our number one A, number one B, however you want to look at them, Zach Levine. 30 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, only 1 turnover from Zach Levine, who's averaging 5 turnovers a game so far this season. Put some respect on Zach Levine's name. Is he a perfect player? No, nobody on this team is. If he was a perfect player, we wouldn't be talking like we're talking right now. But Zach Levine has been very consistent with this Bulls team. This is his best second half yet of the season, but you got to give some credit. Zach Levine has been fitting in. He hasn't been about him, as some people try to make him out just because he's still shooting a lot of shots. It's like people think that Zach Levine all of a sudden is supposed to just stop shooting to prove that he's not a selfish player. We need parts of what Zach Levine brings to this team. 5 of 12 from the three-point range. The Bulls made 25 three-pointers today. And 14 of those came from Zach Levine, Coby White, and Nikola Vucevic. That's the balance that you have there between the Chicago Bulls' big three, right? The new big three for this team. And Coby White, despite only taking 15 shots in this game, going 5 of 10 from the three-point line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 20 points, a plus-minus of +8. Put some respect on Coby White's name, too, because some of y'all been throwing shade at Coby White, talking about he's not we should trade him now. He's not good, whatever else. We got to start with the knee-jerk reactions too early into the season and let this season develop. But another player that needs to be heralded and talked about a lot more is Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith is one of the most productive per-minute players in the NBA. 16 minutes. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. I saw some of y'all in the pregame show saying that the Bulls should not have let go of Andre Drummond, even though he wanted to leave. I tell you what, right now, Jalen Smith, while not the defender Andre Drummond is bringing all the versatility offensively that this Bulls team could need. Look, 3 for 4 from three-point range again tonight. He only made 4 shots in the game, but had 16 points. He got to the free throw line 9 times as a big. Do you understand how important that is as a big to get to the free throw line 9 times? But then again, we got Lonzo Ball in the building, who only made 2 shots tonight, but had a plus-minus of +16, the highest on the team. You know that why that is? Because Lonzo Ball got out there and got active today, as he does every day. Let me not say active like he doesn't every day, but Lonzo Ball played a huge role in this team's comeback without scoring a lot of points. 6 assists in 18 minutes. Great for Lonzo. As Lonzo keeps coming back, keep in mind, Lonzo Ball is making his return back from 2 surgeries that nobody has ever returned from in the NBA. And he's out there giving this level of production, playing 18 minutes, the most he's played so far in his return. Come on, man. Come on. We get it together. Ayo Dosunmu, his best offensive game of the season, 4 for 8 from the field, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, and played some absolutely amazing on-ball defense for the Chicago Bulls team today. Everybody played their role. Everybody played their role. Not a lot of minutes for Modest Bucilis. Julian Phillips had a highlight reel dunk, followed that up with a three-pointer made, a 5-point swing that was important for the Bulls to get into this winning mood. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. And so no THT, no Torrey Craig, no Chris Duarte. We are starting to see a restriction of that bench, and you're starting to get the best out of the players that are doing that. That's what you love to see. This Chicago Bulls team and the way that they played tonight, the way that they played against the Milwaukee Bucks, they need to combine that, figure it out, and get to a consistent level of execution and play. And I tell you what, once the Bulls start getting consistent, it's about to be scary hours out there. Because this is a team that I tell you what, you can bet against the Chicago Bulls if you want to. I'm not going to be on the wrong side of history because I tell you what, these guys are out here balling, man. They're out here balling and they're putting it all out on the court, and you're starting to see the chemistry build for this team. And I know some of y'all are going to shit on Patrick Williams. 2 for 10 in this game. Not a good offensive night for him at all. But when you look at Patrick Williams playing small ball center at times for this Bulls team, guarding players like Zach Edey, guarding 7-footers out there and doing a pretty damn good job. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks from Patrick Williams. He may not score the way that we want to see him score as a 4th overall pick, but Patrick Williams, somebody said something earlier today about Patrick Williams that reminded me of a lot. And that is, the Bulls never really drafted Patrick Williams to be an amazing offensive player. His defensive potential is really what got him drafted, with, of course, having an upside to take it high offensively as well. But what Patrick Williams is doing defensively, you got to stop. You got to stop ignoring the impact that Patrick Williams is having just because you don't like the way a nigga shoot, right? You got to stop that. Just because you don't like the way a nigga shoot. Put some respect on Patrick Williams' name. He's out there finding a way to impact this game positively for this team. And while his shot's not falling, I love what he's doing out there. Do I need him to be more aggressive? Yes. Do I need him to rebound more? Yes. Do I want to see Patrick Williams not hesitate on shots? Yes. But let's be clear here. Patrick Williams is taking on a defensive assignment that most 6'8" players just aren't going to take on. So listen, the Bulls, they came in here, they got a team win, and you got to give them a lot of love for the way that they're in here playing and competing. And once again, I don't know how many people noticed this. This is something that I said I wanted to see in preseason if it was going to hold true. When the Bulls are on defense, Billy Donovan's sitting his ass down. You know who's up calling those defensive plays? You know who's up talking to the players? It's Wes Unseld Jr. Billy Donovan has turned the defense over to Wes Unseld Jr., a la Doc Rivers with Tom Thibodeau. That's what he's done here. And I tell you what, I got to commend a coach that recognizes their shortcomings and is doing something about it. Billy Donovan is not the best situational defensive play caller. He's not. He's not the best at making defensive adjustments. He just isn't. But when you see in that second half, Wes Unseld Jr. standing up on that sideline and being the one to call those defensive plays for this team, that is Billy Donovan recognizing one of his shortcomings and saying, bet, Wes, you got us? Wes said, yeah, I got us. You know what Billy Donovan said? All right, Wes, go do your thing. There is a level of awareness a coach needs to do to turn that over. So I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying. A lot of things going well for the Chicago Bulls team in a win like this. They got to find a way to build off of it. We can't stop here. We can't stop here, but everybody played a role in this. You can look at this team and say everybody, even Dalen Terry with having a damn near Tony Snell stat line. Every player that checked into this game for the Chicago Bulls did something that helped contribute to this comeback. And we haven't always been able to say that. We just have not always been able to say that. And it feels really good to be able to see that. Non-MCs, and first of all, Chile Quiles is trash. Josh Giddey was not trash in this game. I need you to actually watch the game. Josh Giddey was not trash in this game. That's just silly. That's silly. Bulls protected the ball. Absolutely. Absolutely. 9 turnovers on the day. 5 of those coming in the first half of this game. They're starting to get it together. They're starting to get it together. Also, 4 fouls in 4 minutes into the fourth. To not get into the bonus for Memphis was huge. Absolutely. That was real big for that. Real big for that. See, and Fillmore, you need to understand what glaze. See, this is where I got to start cooking people, and I don't want to. We shouldn't have to win. Glaze is if I try to say that Josh Giddey didn't I say he still needs to earn his 30 million? Did I say he still needs to be better at times? This is not glazing. You need to learn the difference between analysis. You just want somebody to bitch about something you're bitching about because it makes you feel like your opinion has more. Yes, he doesn't make his free throws. And I already said he's not worth the $30 million extension yet, but it's not glazing to say that somebody who had 13 rebounds and 8 assists helped their team win the game of basketball. You're fucking stupid if you don't think Josh Giddey came out here and helped this team win. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. You're stupid. You're dumb. If that's what you truly think. You're stupid. Get out of your feelings, get off the bullshit, and recognize what you're watching in basketball. See, this is the difference between people who watch basketball and people who understand basketball. There's a big difference in that. Y'all got to get to the point of understanding basketball. I'm sitting here every single day for y'all, educating you on basketball, and some of y'all are too stupid to drink the water when it's given to you. It's stupid. It's stupid. Io can't dribble. Io can definitely dribble. Io can definitely dribble. Io is better in the open court for sure, and he's better on the fast break with his passing. But to say Io can't dribble, now he doesn't have the deep bag dribbling like a Kobe White. He doesn't have that. That's admitted. But Io DeSumo can dribble. He can dribble the basketball. I said that, yeah, they did suck the first half of the game. Absolutely. If you go and look at it, they did. See, this is another thing. Stop being fucking stupid, right? When new information comes, guess what that changes? That changes the opinion with new information. The Bulls in the first half sucked. That's why they got down by 20 points. You know what they did in the second half of this game? They played better. That's it. They played better. Now, listen, come on now. I know Puerto Ricans are made from spare parts of every other Hispanic heritage, but you ain't got to have spare parts for brains. Wake the fuck up, my brother. Wake up. Brother. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Damn, I'm mad I missed the game. Hey, listen, you missed a hell of a game, bro. You missed a hell of a game. A hell of a game. You missed a hell of a game. No ball-headed hoe, thank God. Yeah, no, thank God for no ball-headed hoe. Thank God for no ball-headed hoe. Pat's defensive bag is wild. His defensive bag is crazy. Offense needs a lot of work, but his defensive bag is absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. I really like Jalen. P. Will is doing what we need. This win could shift the team's confidence going forward. Let's hope so. Still early in the season. We got a lot that we still need to work on. But yeah, the Bulls are listen, they've shown flashes of greatness and they've shown flashes of suctitude, right? They got to get it together. They got to be more consistent. They got to be a lot more consistent. P. Will, 6 rebounds. 6 rebounds for P. Will. Absolutely. Absolutely. You forgot the most important, no Javon Carter. Gotta love no ball-headed hoe. No ball-headed hoe, Javon Carter on the team is always good. Glaze away, sir. Glaze away. That is hilarious. See, no, I don't have to watch the replay because I watch the actual game of basketball. That's what you need to learn. Stop watching replays and highlights and inform yourself by actually watching basketball. See, the problem is, right, is that you could always tell the people whose parents couldn't actually afford real milk and their mama was too lazy to be able to produce breast milk because she was probably still drinking 40s. Your brain is underdeveloped. It's okay. It'll get better. We're going to pray over your brain. We're going to pray that you actually get back right because you're stupid. You're stupid. You're dumb. And it's okay. Giddy is only 22. People forget that. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. On pace for 41. Oh, my God. Not the on pace for 41 wins. That's crazy. That's crazy. Stop trying to deliberately rage bait Haize, you fucking morons. Hey, people are just stupid, bro. Nah, spare parts is great. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's spare parts. They're spare part people. It is what it is. They are spare part people. They are very spare part people. Lonzo affects the game on a sneaky level. Oh, listen, Lonzo, he's just one of those players that stats, especially for this version of Lonzo Ball, stats are never really going to do Lonzo Ball favors. They're never really going to do him favors. Zach is looking like he will stay in Chicago. Well, I won't say that that's a given, right? We'll see what happens. What are you doing? What? Listen, look at that first. Everything before that first comma. You type that out with no Bobby, no Giddy, no nothing, no Diddy, no nothing. Like, shots were dropping. Defense was working. Rebound positioning was working too. It was a good game, but may depend on if it's a night where the. And you said it twice. You doubled down. You doubled down on the pause, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Yo, Haize, you're a G. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. I'll admit I hated the Caruso trade, especially for who it was for, but I'll admit Josh Giddey is earning my respect. And listen, that's all he can do here is try to earn the respect, right? Just earn the respect. That's it. Laugh my ass off. I'm here for the commentary and the. Hey, listen. You get a roast show potentially when you turn in the Chicago Bulls Central as well because it's just idiots. You gotta. But you know what? One thing that I've learned to appreciate is the stupid people because they be so stupid that after you completely roast them, they'll come back next week. He'll be back. He will be back next week. It is what it is. Oh man, that is crazy. This man kept saying the balls dropped. That's crazy. The true king of live streams right here. Listen, I'm not saying that I'm the best. All I'm saying is what I've been saying for years at this point. If you want to be better, if you want to be better than Haize at this shit, you got a tall test in front of you. That just is what it is. If you want to be better, this is a one-man operation here. You want to be better. There's a tall test ahead of you, is all I can say. Man, I hope Josh can produce in the playoffs if we eventually make it with him, because when he was with the Thunder, it was ugly. I mean, that's going to be a big thing. That's going to be a big thing, right? Whoa. The morale of the team is high since the return of Lonzo. Lonzo has definitely had an impact on the morale of the Chicago Bulls. I don't think anybody can deny that. Like, these players do want to play for Lonzo. They do appreciate having Lonzo out there. And I think they respect the hell out of Lonzo for the comeback that he's done. Because like I said, Lonzo was in uncharted territory. He is the first, right? There are going to be players, and keep in mind this, right? I've said this before. There are going to be players that watch the return of Lonzo Ball, and they are going to, and when they have knee injuries, things, that cartilage replacement surgery that Lonzo had, a lot of people are going to look at that, and they're going to see what does that mean for him. 2-2, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take 2-2, right? Who we got left on, who we got for the rest of the week on the schedule? Let's see. I know we don't play. We play Wednesday. I think it's like every other day this week. So we play Wednesday again, or that Orlando game is going to be a big game because what Orlando is defensively, that's going to be a big game. And then we finish the week with Brooklyn on Friday. No games this weekend for the Chicago Bulls. I actually kind of like that. Give me a little weekend break. But Orlando and Brooklyn to finish out this week. That's going to be really interesting to watch. Really interesting to watch. Bro, and go so hard at the haters and morons. His voice is hoarse. Love that passion. No, so my voice was hoarse before this. This is so I did the daily of Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Bears Central, Locked on Bulls, Locked on NBA. I'm missing something. Locked on Bulls, Bulls Central, Bears Central, Locked on NBA. There's something I'm missing in this. There's something I'm missing. But then I did the pregame, the halftime hangout, now the postgame show. So that's 7 episodes right there. Yeah, I've been talking all day. Like, this is literally my job. And so it's with the Bears and the Bulls being back on. Keep in mind, the Bulls had a game Friday and Saturday. Then the Bears played Saturday. Then the Bulls played today, Monday. So I've had no day off from postgame shows all since Friday. So no time off in that time as well. So like I've been talking a lot. And so it has nothing to do with the haters. It's just the fact that I have been talking a whole lot, and this is just where we are at this point in time. There's another show that I did. Bull Central, NBA Central, Bear Central, Locked on Bulls, Locked on NBA, and then these 3 shows. And then I got to go do Locked on after that. That's 9 episodes in one day. 9 episodes in one day. Man, ain't number 1. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I appreciate that. When Haize says, whoa, somebody says something out of bounds. Facts. If I get caught off guard by something you said, that shit completely is out of bounds. You know that you tripping. Yes, NBA Central. Y'all got to tune in. We've been trying to grow NBA Central. I've been posting over there semi-daily. But between me, Kev, Bobby, usually you get content over there every single day. Plus, Big Kev's been doing NBA After Dark over there where he recaps all the games from the day. But yes, NBA Central. I'll see if I can put the link in the chat. But yeah, NBA Central is where I talk general NBA stuff. So I do have a general NBA channel. It's under 2,000 subscribers, but we're trying to get it up this season. I just put the link in the chat. So there you go. Still waiting for my invite to take over the Love of Bulls channel for you, Haize. I love watching every moment. There ain't no Love of Bulls channel. Don't you dare slander me like that. There is no Love of Bulls channel. There will be no Love of Bulls channel. What up, Haize? Hell yeah, Orlando is a big game. Bencaro put up 50 tonight. Bulls continue. Oh, you a Crip. You don't, wait, you a Blood? What? Why no C's? But anyway, Bulls continuing the clutch play. Good win tonight. Yeah, definitely good win. That's crazy. I'm getting a Giddy jersey. I shout out to you for getting a Giddy jersey. He gonna have to sign a contract before I ever think about getting him. He's gonna have to have 35 triple doubles in the Chicago Bulls uniform. Get a new contract. Not 35 in one season. I'm talking about 35 triple doubles as a Bull before I think about getting a Josh Giddey jersey. That's what I'll say. Bulls getting up the floor way faster without DeMar. And yeah, I mean, they are. And that's just something that you have to adapt to how DeMar is getting. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. This post game getting more numbers than CA. Dave or my homies. I don't talk bad about Matt and Big Dave, but I always kill them in the post game show. That just is what it is. Yes, Chicago Blackhawk Central is part of the Chi-Town Sports Central network. So where you see these logos, that tells you they are part of the network. Skokes does great work over there. So yeah, they're part of the network. I'm not getting just a Giddy jersey. I'm making an Australian Stallion shrine for him. First of all, if you in your personal home have a shrine built in an Italian stallion or Australian stallion, I mean, bro, just go ahead and say and go ahead and admit it that you like penis. This is what you need to do. Like, I'm not going to judge you, B. Carroll. We're brothers regardless. I'm always going to love you. Like, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's no judgment here. It's all love, no judgment. We don't judge here. We don't judge. Can we get a shout out to the Vooch past couple of games? He's been on fire, has plenty of gas in the tank. Oh, listen, I started this off talking about Nikola Vucevic. Vooch has been the most consistent Bull. He's been the most consistent Bull. Not gonna lie, I watched the Kings game and it looked slow when Debo's out there. You know what? I have not watched the Kings game yet. So, although Javon Carter is playing kind of well in preseason, I don't see him as a fit on this team with over. Why are we talking about somebody who's not in the rotation? Why are we talking about that? Bro has a lock of Giddy's hair for sure. That is hilarious. Hair from which head is diabolical. What? Ooh. BK, wow. All right, let's go to the super chats. Haize, man, Chicago sports fans really needed this win for the whole city. That's a fact. That's a big fact here. Michael Haynes with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. We got Ali Fault, one of the OGs here, says the Bulls team is fun. I'm going to the Knicks game January 4th. Can't wait. Is that in the Garden? You going in the Garden? I don't know off the top of my head. Let's see. January 4th. No, that's in Chicago. Oh, so you'll be at the Mecca. That's good. I don't understand basketball. I understand Haize is one of the funniest dudes on the planet. Life goes, not get cooked by CEO Haize. That is hilarious. If the Bulls win 46 games, I'll do a bump. A bump of what? Are you offering to do cocaine because your team won some basketball games, my boy? What are we doing? JB, thank you for supporting the channel, brother. That's crazy. Look, my dog is worried about me. I'm good, man. I promise you. I'm good. Oh, yeah, that is the D-Rose game. Why? I shouldn't remember that. I'm tripping. Imagine Lonzo's value gets too high that we can package him with Javon Carter for a nice player. What? It's 4 games into the season, y'all. Like, it's 4 games into this. Can we listen? I know we're the number 1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls, right? We're 4 games into an 82-game season. Can we stop with thinking that, oh, this dude's playing so good that we can package in, like, pump the brother. Let's just chill on the trade talk. Chill on the trade talk a little bit. I've never even started making me say my boy in my. You started making me say my boy in my streams now. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think the Bulls will always win when our big 3 all score 20 plus points. I won't say always, but that definitely maximizes our. There's 2 sweet spots for the Bulls, right? So of course, if you can get all your core 3 players to score 20 points, that is one of those things. And then the Bulls need to be around 27 assists, right? We had 37 assists today. No, wait, am I reading that right? 36 assists today on 45 made baskets. Let's put that into perspective. 36 assists on 45 made baskets. That means that out of all the field goals that the Chicago Bulls made today, only 9 were unassisted. You know what that means? No isolation ball. You know what that means? Everybody's involved. You know what that means? People are moving around. You know what that means? Defenses can't set in on the Chicago Bulls. All great things to hear from that. All great things there. I like the chemistry. The chemistry is nice. The chemistry is nice. Haize, bro, why is this team like the most toxic, bipolar, confusing relationship ever every year? I mean, listen, it's not as bad yet as last year. That was definitely a toxic relationship that we were all in. But, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. By the way, there's 622 of y'all now here in the chat. There was 800 at one point. I'm sure me going off on people and telling them their mama was buying bunk titty milk sent people off. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I had Giddy picked on my fantasy team today. All those assists added up nicely. Well, hey, I don't do fantasy. I don't have time. When Dalen plays, he gives us a spark of positivity this game and the Bucks game. Listen, Dalen Terry's being that energy guy right now. It's not like one great thing that Dalen's doing out there, but he's making a play. He's making a play or two every single game. And with how raw Dalen Terry came into this league, that's what you want, right? That's what you want. So things were really working for the Bulls today. Bulls today were playing really good. I just need more development. Smith, Buzelis not playing. The Smith is playing adequately. I don't know how many minutes you expect Jalen Smith as a backup center under Billy Donovan to play, but he's playing a nice amount of minutes. Buzelis, this season was never built around Buzelis getting a ton of minutes. Like, he's not going to get a ton of minutes on this team. Not right now. He just isn't. Hey, man, shut up. Shut up and go make my chorizo nachos, you motherfucker, you. One titty aunt milk is wild. First of all, who said one? That's crazy. That's wild. But all right, y'all. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. Gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. You can catch me over at Locked On Bulls in about 10 minutes. Me and Big Kev are gonna do the breakdown over there. So if you guys want to continue the conversation, continue the craziness, make sure you guys go over to Locked On Bulls. We're gonna be over live there. Like I said, about 10 minutes. We'll be live over there. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red, y'all. Peace. And something we haven't done all season because I've been forgetting. Let's play the winning outro, motherfuckers. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.